Mother Nature. Beautiful, ain't it? People have been fishing this here river since 1846. Sadly, some people want to put a hydroelectric dam in this here beautiful scenic spot and mess with the wild flow and populations of the fish in this here river.
Darn nabbit, sick and tired of no lights. I need power to cook my artichokes and my piglets. I'm gonna call my local representative to fix this.
Hello.
Buddy, I don't have no power. Find a way to get me some ASAP.
Of course. Well, it's clear there's demand for power in the area. It's also clear that a source of power is needed for the community to raise this living standard for the residents, stimulate the economy, and incentivize more people to move into this great land. This would be a great way to not only help a community of struggling people, but make money as well. I'll consult with my favorite contractor on how we should do this. Hello. A hydro dam? But how would it work?
I'll tell you how a hydro dam works. Harnessing the power of moving water to generate electricity, known as hydroelectric power, is the largest source of emission-free, renewable electricity worldwide. Hydropower plants work by capturing the energy of falling water in streams and rivers through dams to generate electricity. A turbine then converts the kinetic energy of the falling water into mechanical energy. A generator then converts the mechanical energy from the turbine into electrical energy. Transmission lines are then used to conduct electricity from the hydropower plant to homes and businesses. This is about 50% the cost of nuclear energy, 40% the cost of fossil fuels, and 25% the cost of natural gas. It's actually pretty environmentally friendly.
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder what others have to think about this eco-friendly decision.
Environmentally friendly? Now wait just a minute. How will the steelhead salmon be able to come up to spawn when there's a giant wall blocking them from moving up the river? Rivers in America that haven't been disrupted by dams are becoming a thing of the past. Wild rivers should be cherished and preserved before there's none left. We should be striving to sustain the natural beauty of our lands, not trying to gain economic benefit for ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this area doesn't have much in the way of resources, and is in the middle of nowhere. Solar would be shoddy, and there would be no backup power at night. Hey, Ricky, I'm doing my job! Hey! Anyways, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Anyways, solar would be shoddy, and there's no power at night since there isn't any backup power that other California communities have. Using natural gas will increase greenhouse gas emissions and also cause pollution to the land and waterways.
Yes.
This is an old mining town and it's dying. There's almost no jobs, and the land is too mountainous and soil too rocky for farming almost anything. But there's a flowing river perfectly capable of bringing power here and revitalizing the town.
Also, it will give unemployed people like me a job to help put food in my family.
Yeah. If anything, we need some jobs. Sure, the river looks nice, but how the hell will that help us get paid?
You are neglecting the fact that the wildlife and river undammed can be a resource as well. Putting money into marketing the beauty of this natural place instead of building this dam would not only benefit residents, but the wildlife as well.
What about that? Making this a tourist destination could be an alternative to bringing back jobs instead of building a hydro dam.
Well, let me explain this to you. See, you fail to realize that a functioning community focused on tourism, environmentally based on not, needs to be able to power hotels and visitor centers designed to accommodate visitors. It's also only one dam in one section of the river. There is still massive amounts of untouched forest land and river that could serve as tourist destinations. Plus, it would allow for the construction of areas designed to bring tourists and make their stay the best it could be.
Your response, Fishman?
I think we should be a little bit less focused on spending money on tourists when they aren't even actual people that live here. They're only here during a very small segment of the year. We live here the entire year. Plus, the dam would also affect wildlife directly by causing there to be a low amount of actually dissolved oxygen in the water. It would also be affecting our land use, causing less homes to be built to accommodate for all the land that the hydropower dam would use up, and also the flooding that would come as well.
What a stupid thing to say. No one has a reason to live out here no more. We don't got no light. No one would build anything on that land or want to unless we set up this dam. Almost every large river in the country is dammed for a reason. It's an amazing resource that not even every town is lucky enough to have. And it's essentially all we got. I like fishing just as much as the next guy, but it's becoming a real struggle out here.
I'm just tuning in, but wow, this is all very interesting. I don't live in the area, but I do own a vacation home on the river. I'd hate to see such a pristine landscape tarnished by a dam. While I do understand concerns over preventing the damming of the river, the townspeople can always move.
We were just talking about how we shouldn't take the concerns of non-residents over those who actually live here. But this guy's trying to dictate how we all live, and he also don't live here. No sir, he don't live here. It's so easy to look into other people's situations from the outside and condemn their actions. But it's a completely different experience to actually live it.
I find that very disrespectful. Both my parents and their parents before them were born here. If you can't tough it out, then hit the road.
This is how we tough it out. We make do with what we have, and that's just natural. In today's world, power isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
Shut up and listen to me.
Shut up and listen to me, you coward!
Stupid, dummy, buttfuck.
Oof, I was getting a little heated. That argument was getting hairier than a wallaby. Luckily, we live in this country called America, where we value democracy over anything else. This debate can be decided by the residents of this here town through the power of voting.